President Trump needs to stay the course. You can't listen to these overrated, overpaid, lying podcasts.
I'm telling you right now that I legitimately have had no intel whatsoever. Zero intel as a sitting member of Congress, regardless of how you feel about me, regardless of my party affiliation. No one has consulted specifically with me or anybody in my office to give us any information.
Jasmine Crockett is a constant reminder that you could be the most qualified person in the room. You could be the most educated, smartest person in the room. But if you lack interpersonal skills, if you lack teamwork, if you lack those soft skills, nobody gives. You know, I think it's just kind of wild that when she doesn't get her way, if you don't vote for me, you're racist. It's kind of like, I wouldn't vote for you if I was, like if I lived in Texas, I would never vote for you. You have a nasty ass attitude. You have this self-entitlement. And then it's just everything about her irks out of me. But I remember y'all were trying to drag me and come for my neck when she first announced that she was running for Senate, and I laughed.
There's a lot of angry people.
You know, there's something fishy about why he did it to me. I don't trust him anyway, and they all lie. But why is he really doing this? First of all, he knows that his administration is in trouble because people want the prices of food to go down. They want eggs to go down. They want gas to go down. And things are going up because of this. Gas is now at a higher point. The Dow dropped 880 points this morning. Oil prices are up 10%.
Right.
So why is he doing this? Possibly it's a distraction, like a wag the dog situation.
I don't think this one is.
You don't. One of my friends said, I asked one of my friends who's more of an expert than I am. Certainly, I don't have any expertise on international affairs, except the ones that I've had.
Yes, there is a divide on this issue. President Trump responded to Megyn Kelly and Tucker Carlson. I don't know if you've seen this. President Trump touches Megyn Kelly and Tucker Carlson in new remarks on Monday night. MAGA is Trump, MAGA is not the other two. Trump said in reference to Tucker Carlson and Kelly. Trump says, Carlson says whatever thing he wants, it has no impact on me. On Kelly, Trump said, Megyn was opposed to me for years when I ran for the first time and nothing stopped me. And so, some people are against and they always come back. She came all the way back.
President Trump needs to stay the course. You can't listen to these overrated, overpaid, lying podcasters. What do I mean? I'll use Megyn Kelly as an example. Megyn Kelly just told anybody who doesn't agree with her stance, they could basically, she used that. Suck. I mean, what sort of conservative woman have you ever heard tell people to go suck it? First of all, Megyn Kelly is a liberal. She's always been a liberal. Let's not forget she left Fox to go work at NBC. You can't show your colors any more than that. And people have been so stupid to let those legs take over their brains and say, yeah, I'll listen to this woman. Listen to her alone. She doesn't have a guest on. She couldn't get herself out of a paper bag. And now she pretends like she's a conservative in MAGA. What conservative woman ever publicly says, suck it? That's a liberal thing to do. So you might be able to take the girl out of liberalism, but you can't take the liberalism out of the girl. So let's get into what people need to know that Megyn Kelly would never have a clue on, nor Tucker Carlson. But Tucker Carlson's so far gone, why even discuss him? This is Jimmy Carter. Jimmy Carter, back in the 1970s, took Iran and gave them the keys to go radical. If you want to use that, I'll just use go back and look at the pictures before 1979. I look like a normal society. Then they replaced they got rid of the Shah, they put in Khomeini, and since then, now every single woman has got a full burqa. If she's not being completely, they're gonna rip her eyes out. They have taken that country and made it 150% is crazy. Now what's wind up happening is that through Trump, what we will do is we will strip out and it will become a normal, secular country that we don't have to go spending hundreds of billions of dollars on for the past 50 years, $1 trillion probably, trying to defend ourselves. So if you're one of these, I don't want to be worried about how much money are we spending, how many lives are we losing, well, look at it over the past 50 years. We haven't been sitting there shooting for the past 50 years, but we have been defending ourselves against these freaking radical, and it's been costing a fortune, both in human lives and in capital. If we end this and get that whole regime gone and put normal people back in, not only will Iran be an ally, but all the death, all the protectionism, and all the spending will end.
For some time now, this is Megyn's take when it concerns this issue of going to with Iran, and Tucker Carlson is in line with her. The MAGA base at this point is divided. I see Laura Loomer. She actually posted she reported all Megyn Kelly's Tucker Carlson report to President Trump so he can actually see what they are doing. Now, there is something concerning Dave Rubin posted this Megyn Kelly transformation into he is fully complete. Imagine thinking President Trump doesn't make the decision and that somehow J.D. Evans were tricked into this by podcasters and radio hosts. The botox isn't supposed to go directly into your brain, lady. This is someone, they were actually good friends, but because of these issues, they had to split. They are no more friends. That should tell you a lot what is going on. At some point, when I look at this, I just it is good. You can still disagree with the president on things he is doing that you don't like, and you still coexist. That is how I believe it should be.
So I am a Democrat. I have been a huge Democrat. I am incredibly disappointed with my party. I do not see myself in them in this moment.
Elon Allian, Minnesotan representative, showed us just once again just how anti-American she is as she sided today with a country who literally changed to America. Elon Omar said that the United States of America loves to attack countries during Ramadan, and she's convinced that this attack took place simply because of who they worship. In Iran, only 37% of the people. President Trump did not target them today because of their religion. He targeted them today because they are ruled by an awful man, and thankfully that awful man was taken out. That awful man had no problem slaying his people. 30 to 40,000 innocent people.
If you see short clips at the end of this video, that is for white algorithm. You can always skip. For a lot of people asking me, why do you put short videos? They hardly recommend videos on this channel, so we do all kind of things every single day.
What this is, the words.
Well, apparently in this document,
Our chamber is chanting USA. This is a sick person. The first lady.
I was there, and it was as horrific as I thought it would be.
She wasn't the only one. Look at SOT 35, CNN's Abby Phillip.
But he utilized almost like these game show type moments where you're seeing awards being presented.
They're just so disgusting.
Of course, he chose Amy Coney Barrett for the bench. She was one of the justices who did not vote in his favor and did not shake her hand there. Ruled against.
All right, these little drama queens. Here's the video. He shook everyone's hand. Everyone. There's the Chief Justice. He did shake Elena Kagan. Here goes Brett Kavanaugh. And there's Amy Coney Barrett. All of them got their hands shaken, to the point where they had to come back on the air and say this in SOT 33.
But we should point out as he walks in, he's pretty close to the justices again as he comes down on the floor, that he did shake their hands there this evening. There were a couple of shots that they showed, one of them making it very clear, including Amy Coney Barrett.
They thought they had such a juicy moment. No, that's not what happened at all.
To get here and to press this country to the border. I stuck at the border. Go Trump! Go Trump!
Democrats to stand for the slain passenger in North. Our first priority is Americans rather than illegal on either of those two. I think they took his bait.
Can take away from the joyous moment as all Americans. And why are they putting a medal?
Oh, he's already under scrutiny for 1,000 reasons. Viral Patel posted this on X.
People on the left are absolutely losing their minds.
Because now it's our job.
I get suspicious when anybody, whether it's
no one should be above scrutiny.
I think that Whoopi Goldberg, you might want to think
In their whole testimony?
Don't use it as a
person's home.
In such emotional turmoil.
And Republicans on both sides, you're
So amazing. And wasn't it so great?